What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new video. Today we are doing Teen Titans Customs and Lego DC Supervillains. And just for clarification, this is Teen Titans The Good Show, not Teen Titans Go. There are similar designs because they have similar designs, but this is the good version. So yeah, if you want me to do Teen Titans Go, you can comment that. But I'm doing my personal favorite Teen Titans, which is the original TV show. But without further ado, let's get right into it. We'll start out with Robin. So, first up with Robin, I gave him the Tim Drake torso to get the details and the yellow belt on there with the Robin logo. I gave him a black and yellow short cape, some spiked up hair, and a black mask. I gave him short sleeves with those sleeves being green, some green gloves. And then over here I gave him some black and gray boots like he has in the show, and I used Arsenal's legs, and I made his legs green. And I actually really like the way this one looks. I think it looks like him. I think it looks like really like him. Like, if I'm being honest, I'm like completely honest here. I think it looks just like Robin from the show. There are some things you could do better, like the mask, but this is the best thing we have for this adaptation of the character. So as far as this version of the game is, I think it's really good. Next up, we have Cyborg. Now this one looks really weird because he's just a weird character to do, and they don't give you the Cyborg parts in the customizer, so I didn't really have much to work with. So what I did is I gave him the Aqualad torso to get some detail, the Vigilante arms to get some, and I made them black, and I gave him the Cyborg helmet piece, but I made the hair part his skin tone just because he doesn't have hair in the show. So it's just kind of his skin. It looks weird, but I thought it's okay. And then I gave him Black Lightning's legs to get blue details on there, and I made them gray. And then I made his hip piece dark gray, and I gave him this techno thing because, well, he's Cyborg. He can do basically anything technology related. And I gave him a wrist cannon. I would have made the cannon like a part of his arm, but you can't really do that. So as far as customs go, I don't like it that much. And as far as customs go, I think it looks really good. As far as how well it looks towards the character, I'm not sure. I think it looks okay. Next up, this one I actually really like. We have Slade. Now, Slade is like the big bad of the Teen Titans show. He's also in that Teen Titans Go movie. If you like it, you like it. I actually liked it a lot when it came out when I was younger. I haven't seen it in a while. I might have to go rewatch it. But for this, I gave him movie Deathstroke's torso and game Deathstroke's head. I gave him General Zod's arms to get some silver, like, armory details. I gave him a sword thing on his back with General Zod's legs to get that more detail. Well, I think that's General Zod. Yeah. And I gave him Vigilante's belt. And I actually really like the way this custom came out. This is probably one of my favorite customs. I actually think, as far as how well it looks compared to the character, I'm gonna give it, I think it looks amazingly, like, similar. 10 out of 10 for me. And as far as just how it looks in general, I think everything blends together really well, and it looks very well put together. Next up. And I thought I'd mention this now. There are characters like this Raven.
For a specific purpose, or are we just hanging out?
And so there are a couple characters I did not do. Those characters are Raven.
My challenge awaits me. I must be on my way.
Starfire. And where is he? Beast Boy. Because they all look identical to their characters from the show. So I thought making them would be kind of weird because I'd just be taking up spots that I could use for different characters. That I'd just be recreating this basically. Because this is how they all look in the show. Like this is what he looks like. Same with Starfire, same with Raven. So I thought, yes, I'll put them in the video, but they're not gonna be customs. So this is Beast Boy. This is Starfire. next to Robin. I think that looks really good. And Raven. Like, if there's a character, there are characters in this game that I did do that are in there, but that's only because their design is completely different. Anyway, next up, we have Brother Blood. Now, you might not recognize him from the Teen Titans show because he's not really a big part of it. Like, he's in it a couple times. Teen Titans Go, he's a big part, but he looks different. And in the Teen Titans, like, Blood Code or something? Hold on. Teen Titans Blood something. He's the main villain of that. It has, I don't know, it's an animated film. Go check it out, it's pretty cool. But I gave, this is his Teen Titans TV show appearance look. For this, I gave him the Joker's hairpiece with, like, a creepy looking face. I gave him this, like, bluish grayish hood with the same color gloves. I gave him this, like, shirt thing that kind of looks like a cloak that, like, a preacher would wear. It's the Shazam thing. And I gave him short red sleeves with black on the end of them with the Martian Manhunter legs to make it look like he has, like, something, like, make it look like he has something, like, descending down himself. Like, a strip of clothing down there. Because that's what he has. His design, that's what he has. So, and I also gave him this. Blood. Brother Blood. So, I think this looks pretty good. Next up, this one looks weird, but I don't know, it was hard to do. This character. This is Jinx from the Hive. And while I get onto the Hive, I'm just going to mention, I did not do Mammoth or Gizmo because both of those characters are in the game. Now, on this new thing I have done, I have not actually unlocked Mammoth yet. But if you want to see Gizmo, he is right here. His parts are also not in the customizer, so I couldn't even make him if I wanted to. But what I did was I gave her some purple boots with some black legs. I gave her the live wire torso. And I gave her some black arms, some white hands. I gave her Clarion's hairpiece because that's similar to what her hairpiece looks like. But I made it pink because she's got that pink hair. And Jinx is like bad luck and stuff. That's like her superpower. She is actually in this game, but this is her. That's her comic book one. This is her Teen Titans appearance. I think this looks pretty good for the character, and I'm happy with how it turned out. Next up is Seymour. While looking for this guy, I was like, what the heck is this guy's name? And I was like, I remember Seymour for some reason. But I didn't think Seymour. I thought Seymour, like the name for some reason. And so for this, I gave him a white torso piece with white short sleeves, white pants, and some green, I don't know what type of green you would call that, Felicia green or whatever it's called, headpiece, gloves, and and boots, and a logo. And I gave him a lime green, highlights on his arms and on his torso. And I gave him the ability shoot lasers because that's literally all he does. From behind, it actually looks really good. But when you look at it from the front, the helmet just doesn't. The helmet doesn't really work from behind, but if this thing had one eye thing, I think it would look really good. But there's nothing like that in this game, and I wanted to actually get a mouth in there, so I didn't want to use Brother Eye or OMAC, as you probably will call him. But I think this looks pretty good, but we're gonna move on. This one looks absolutely interesting. This is Killer Moth. Now the reason I say he looks interesting is because he just doesn't really look like Killer Moth. Like, I tried, but it's just difficult. For this, I gave him the same pants I gave Jinx, and I gave him the Ocean Master torso to get some purple in there with some black. I gave him black arms with short purple, with long purple gloves, and I gave him the Ocean Master's helmet, because he's got like this black and silver helmet that he has on. There's nothing really like it. And I could have gave him a fur coat, but I decided because it wouldn't fit on with this helmet, I gave him these wings instead. And I think it looks pretty good for a Killer Moth. I don't think it looks the best, but I think it looks pretty good. Next up, we have Starfire's sister, Blackfire. Once again, I don't know why there's claws there, but for her, I gave her Starfire's torso, but I made it black. I gave her some armored black arms with Ares' legs to get some metal on there, like I said earlier. And then I gave her a Starfire hip piece with some long black hair. And I actually really like the way this one came out. I think it looks pretty good for what it's supposed to be. And I remember watching this episode. I don't remember quite what it was, but I know she was in it a lot. You know, so I don't know a lot about it, but I just remember that part. Blue Fire. I just love playing as Blue Fire. Now, this is an exception, like, to what I was talking about earlier. I'm not doing characters that are already in the game. But the thing is, this is kind of different. This is what she looks like in the game.
Ravager has arrived. Scared? Should be.
This is how I made her. Because she looks completely different. Well, not completely, but she looks very different than how she does in the show. So for her show design, I gave her a black eye patch, white long hair, armored arms that are black, orange gloves, some swords, and the same legs I gave Deathstroke. Because you know what they say, like father, like daughter. And I think that one looks really, really good. But I don't think it looks the best. Actually, I'm very happy with how this one came out. I think it looks really good. Now I think we got 2 more. This is Mr. Billy Numerous. Now this was also a person. I could not find what his name was, like, at all. I was like, is this Divide Boy or like Multiplication Dude? But no, it's Billy Numerous, because why wouldn't it be? But I remember him having like a southern draw, so Billy kind of makes sense. I gave him the Deadshot logo, because it kind of looks like it would be like a math thing. And I gave him these arms right here to get red and black on them. I gave him the custom superhero head with Plastic Man's goggles to get the black and the white on the masked face, with black boots, a black belt, and red pants, red gloves. And I made him, since you can't really make people replicate themselves, I made him grow and teleport, because, like, I don't know, it could be, because there's like a scene in the show where like a bunch of him like stack on top of each other, and they make like a huge version of himself. I'm pretty sure I remember that happening. And so that's, I guess that could reference that. And the teleportation just kind of, I don't know, I thought it was cool. And last but not least, we have Terra. Now for Terra, I did a couple things. I made it so that she's got super speed. Wait, no, why did I say super speed? I meant super strength. But what I did for Terra is I gave her these yellow shorts with black shoes. I gave her the Hawk Girl torso because it's even got that yellow in at the bottom. That looks perfect. And I gave her these like kind of sandy gloves with some long blonde hair. And I gave her this that kind of looks like she's shooting rocks out of the ground. That's not the right one. That's weird. But it kind of looks like she's shooting like rocks out of the ground. And she's got like super strength, so she could probably beat the crap out of you. And I think it looks pretty good. There's no Terra in this. Hold on, hold on, I say that, but now that I think about it, I bet there is. And she just looks different. Yeah, there she is. Completely different. That's comic book version. But this is Terra from the Teen Titans show, and I think it looks pretty good. Alrighty then. We have come to the end of this video. What the heck, Robin, you good? Thank you guys so much for watching. Keep an eye out for more polls in the near future. And I just gotta say, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Bye-bye!